Members of the tribe of the Cub Scouts, I am Kunteowa. I am the storyteller. Our great chief Akela. He has heard good things of this pack. He has heard that some of you have reached the end of the Cub Scout trail and are ready to receive the arrow of light. We are the warriors of the clan of the Cub Scout, and our clan is that of the Weagle Scout, and the sign of the clan is the arrow of light. We are the keepers of the arrow, its guardian. It is our job to see that only scouts who are truly worthy and deserving of this honor ever receive it. So I must first tell you of the importance of the arrow and the meaning behind it. When you look upon a scout who wears the arrow of light upon his uniform, the arrow points to your right, a sign to you that this scout is headed in the right direction. The shaft of the arrow is straight and true, as is the path of the scout. And over the path shines the sun. It lights his path. It warms his heart. It has 7 rays, a sign to you that this scout is on his trail all 7 days of the week, all his life. The 7 rays also stand for the 7 duties of the scout, of which we'll explain more in a moment. The arrow of light is so important to the scouting program that it's the only badge that you may wear upon your Boy Scout uniform that you earned while a Cub Scout. It is so important in the scouting program that it's the only badge that an adult leader may wear upon his uniform that he earned as a Cub Scout. The only badge of more importance in the entire scouting program is, of course, that of the Eagle Scout, the ultimate goal of all scouts. The 7 duties of the scout live within your scout promise and your scout law, and they are meant to be a guide for you, a guide down the trail of light, of the arrow of light. And so I tell you, Cub Scouts, to not close your mind to the outside world around you, to listen carefully to my words. As the flames are lit upon these candles, may the meaning of my words be burnt into your hearts, so that you will be able to call upon the 7 duties whenever you need them. The first duty of a scout. You have a duty to do your best, and you must always do your best. Accept the challenge. Give it your all. Never quit. Never cheat. Never take the shortcut. And most importantly, never give up on yourself. Everybody who encounters you in your life will expect to receive one thing from you, and that is your very best. And as a scout, they should not receive any least. The second duty of the scout. You have a duty to be prepared. And how, you might ask, can I possibly carry everything with me in life so that I would be prepared for any situation that I might come upon? And the answer is this. You must first gain knowledge and never stop learning. You must learn to control your mind over your body. For if you can do this, if you can remain calm and in control of yourself when times get anxious and excited, you will be able to look around you. Find the things that you've learned about that will help you with the situation that you're in. This is how a scout is truly prepared. The third duty of the scout. You have a duty to God. And you must worship God in the teachings of your faith and family. Give God thanks and praise daily. Do not forget to thank Him for the gift of scouting. A scout has a duty to God, and a scout is reverent. And one of the meanings to this is that you will not make fun of, put down, or harm another just because their religious beliefs are different than your own. The fourth duty of a scout. You have a duty to our country. And we are most fortunate indeed to live in the United States, where we are truly free. For scouting can only exist in the true free countries of the world, and it does in over 200 of them. Wear the flag upon your uniform with pride. Fly it from your homes. Obey the laws of your country and be a patriotic citizen. Always ask yourself, what is it that you can do that would help our country? Not what is it that the country can do that will help you. The fifth duty of the Scout. You have a duty to your family. You will not always agree with what your parents tell you, but I tell you this. You must listen to your parents and do as they tell you, for their interest is you. They want you to grow to be a good, strong man. You have brothers and sisters at home. Try to get along with them. Try not to fight. And when you're given a chore to do at home, do it with being asked but one time, without question, without argument, and without the expectation of a reward. For you must be a loyal and faithful member of your family. You have other families in your life. You have a family in this pack. Your schools, your churches, and your community. You must learn to be a loyal and faithful member of all your families. And always remember, as a scout, you promise to serve other people at all times, to give goodwill and service freely and willingly. The sixth duty of a scout. You have a duty to yourself. And as I said before, never stop learning. Study hard in school. Do your best. Get good grades. Read something every day. Does not matter what you read, just the act of reading in itself will keep your mind healthy and active. Stay away from the things that do your mind and body harm. Eat foods that are truly good for you. Do not just lay about the house. Get out, run and play, build a strong body. You already know what's right and wrong. And when your heart is saddened because you're doing something that is wrong, it takes a brave scout to stop and tell others he will not do it because he knows that it's wrong. A scout is physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. The seventh duty of the scout. You have a duty to Mother Earth, for she's the only one we have. You must learn to take care of her, to conserve her, to protect her, to heal the scars that man has put upon her over the centuries. In scouting, you will learn to go up into the mountains, into the woods, out into the fields and meadows, down to the shores and streams. You will learn to recognize nature. You will learn to appreciate nature. You will learn two important lessons. You will learn to leave only footprints and to take only memories, so that those traveling the trail of life behind you will have these same great gifts to enjoy. These are the 7 duties of the scout. The next time you recite your scout oath and your scout law, listen carefully to your own words, and you will hear the duties come to life. Shaman, take the warrior and go amongst this group. Look into these scouts' hearts. If you all determine that these scouts are truly worthy and deserving of our honor in the era of life, bring them to me.
Search the trails. Take all that contain what you deem worthy.
This scout, he is deserting.
Yes.
This scout, is he deserving?
He is.
This scout, he's ready?
Yes.
This scout, he's worthy.
He is.
This scout, he's deserving.
Yes.
Have you searched the trail as well?
We have.
Have you brought all to me those who you found worthy and deserving of the arrow of light? Have I painted upon their cheek the golden arrow?
Yes.
Well, the cub master and the den leader of these scouts join me in my council. I ask you, these scouts, they have always done their best?
Yes.
And these scouts, they have always been loyal scouts?
Yes.
In your hearts, do you believe that these scouts are truly worthy and deserving of our honor, the Arrow of Light? Have these scouts met all the requirements set forth by the Boy Scouts of America for the rank of Arrow of Light? You boys have been found worthy and deserving of the Arrow of Light by your den leader, your cub master, the Boy Scouts of America, and the warriors of the clan. So we have painted upon your cheeks a golden arrow, a sign to all you present today that these scouts have indeed earned the Arrow of Light, that they're well on their scouting trail. This is also a sign that these scouts are in full membership of the clan of the Cub Scouts, that of the Webelos, and have earned the right to wear this upon their cheek. This will, however, come off tonight, so we call upon the PAC to now present these boys with the Arrow of Light badge that they will wear upon their uniform for the rest of the time that they're in scouting. Can I have the parents step forward, please? people that help you along the way. What I'd like you to do is turn around and present Mother's thing your way. Recognition of all they've done to help you.
Good job.
All right, guys, so every year since I've been Cub Master, even when I was assistant, I started making arrows for everybody. And so this year is your all's turn for your arrow. Continue to move forward and show representation of your arrow and Please do not stab at anybody with these. They are sharp.
You have heard me say tonight that the Arrow of Light is the end of the Cub Scout Trail. But it is much more, for it is the first step of the Boy Scout Trail, the Trail of the Eagle, the ultimate goal of all Scouts. So we call upon the Boy Scouts who are here tonight to receive these Scouts into their troop, to join on the left of my console. You guys want to come this way? We will. Yes. All the way back. All the way back. And you boys have heard me say that the 7 duties of the Scout live within your Boy Scout promise. So pass your arrows back to your parents. Raise your sign in the Boy Scout sign and recite aloud for all to hear your Boy Scout promise. And listen carefully to your own words. You will hear the 7 duties.
Do my best, do my duty for God and my country, may I scout God, to love other people at all times, keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally strong.
Boy Scouts, you have heard their promise. It is your promise. It's the promise of the Trail of the Eagle. As these Scouts come and join your troop and they stumble and fall upon this trail, will you pick them up and put them back on the trail? Will you teach these Scouts all the skills of the Scout? Will you advance them down the trail to the rank of Eagle? And will you help to make these Scouts strong, loyal Scouts? Parents, you have heard your son's promise. It is a good promise. It's a strong promise. It's a promise for life. For if he can live his Boy Scout promise all his days, even well beyond his time in scouting, he will grow to be a good, strong man and you will be very proud of him. You have also heard the promise of the Boy Scouts. They will teach them the scouting skills and advance them down the scouting trail. Will you support your son on this trail? Your involvement with his advancement changes at this time, for they will teach him the skills and advance him down the trail of ranks. But the troops will call upon you for help. They will need help running the troop, running activities, and getting to and from places. When a troop calls upon you for help and you can give it, will you?
Yes.
Cody, with your family, cross into the Boy Scouts. Kaylee, with your family, cross into the Boy Scouts. Destin, with your family, cross into the Boy Scouts. Tyler, with your family, cross into the Boy Scouts. Connor, with your family, cross into the Boy Scouts. challenge issued a lot. Entirely. I'm not supposed to speak at the same time. But this is a tradition that came from my pack. Ironmeyer of late, 96. And at that time, we were issued a challenge to earn our eagle. And what I've done, taken your Weeblos scarves, tied them in a square knot. You'll know by now, your square knot is the joining knot for scouts. It joins two ropes together. The first knot you learn. But my challenge to you is when you get your eagle, I hope you all do, several of you have been talking about it in our recent conversations. Like those of us that saw you here in the pack, and right, come back, and we'll untie that. And it's something to remind you of what's along the way and what your goals might be. That's something to think about it. Congratulations.